So Exu, what's this tournament about?
So it is Surf's Upsidedown. That is the name of the tournament. It's going to be hosted by CAF, and he's going to be casting as well as Telly and Murky. That's what I believe. It's going to be a 16-player single eliminations tournament. It's taking place exactly this weekend, by the time of this recording, at least. Don't know when this is getting uploaded. It's going to be a best of three. For every single match except for the grand final, which is going to be a best of 5. It's pretty similar to Surf's Up, except that the map pool is significantly smaller. It only has 16 maps compared to, for what I believe, I think it had 38 maps or at least 40 maps.
Really? That sounds like it's so
Yeah.
many maps.
Yes, because every player got to choose 3 maps. So yeah, that's obviously
that's
a
nuts.
lot of
Yeah,
maps.
that's
If
like
you have
48
16 players
maps.
choosing 3 maps.
Yeah, that's loads. And I think it's way better to have like less maps because that means like
Yeah,
you give people like a week or so to practice, and they're more likely to actually practice those maps, aren't they?
I definitely do think it gives them a fair chance to practice a lot more maps, as well as like learning the entire map pool. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It is painfully similar to Surf's Up in terms of
Is
how
not? I thought they were talking about Nikon doing some casting. Is that right?
he is going to be doing some of the production apparently, but I there was actually some speculation about because I'm actually not sure at this point
Would
because
would Nikon be like in a good position to like cast it?
to cast it, he has casted multiple and made multiple KC tournaments. He's
No,
probably
yeah,
the
that's
more experienced.
but he's a KC player, right? So I would imagine there might be some things during the tournament that are better commented on by like surfers, right? Because they'll have a better understanding of what's going on. Possibly.
That's true.
Although, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, right? But it seems like it might be the case.
I would definitely agree with Oliver. I think casting wise, I think for example, Murky, Tully, and Calf would just straight up do better. But
one more point that I think that needs to be shared for like the details of like the basics of how this tournament works is I actually lost $5 in a bet to Cymex recently. Do you remember what that bet was, Cymex?
Yeah, how long the maps were going to be played. Each round or each map is going to be played in 10 minutes. So whoever gets the quickest time in those 10 minutes win. And you thought it was 20 minutes last tournament.
Yeah, I did.
And now you owe me $5.
Yes. So I mean, how do you want that $5? Like, do you want me to like pay?
I don't know.
I'll just like I'll sub to you
VIP,
on stream
please.
twice or once. I don't know, something like
that.
5 months of VIP.
Okay, so I think like everyone knows what's going on with this tournament now, like what it is. It's hosted by CAF. The server's going to be in America, even though the majority of the players are from Europe. 1 American and how many Australians?
3.
3 Australian.
Yeah.
So Draft, Levi,
and Shuffle.
Do
you think it's to get like the best like average ping, right? Because if they host EU, the Australians going to be on 300 ping.
Yeah, and as well as remember, there is also Junie, or Junichik, who is.
Yeah, true. That it's probably better to do like an American host server in that case.
Sorry to cut you off, Exio. Yeah, he's from like Japan, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's gonna have 100 ping to most NA servers.
I was wondering that, like, do you think that they could have like 2 players agree to play on an EU host if they're both from the EU?
There's only one Riot, right?
I think that would cost I think that would cost extra resources. Possibly, I'm not sure.
I think there's an issue because I think they're using the API, which reads data from the server to use on part of like an overlay, so they can have information about timers and completions and stuff. So I think it's going to have to be all done on one server that they've got that set up for. But I don't know.
Yeah, that is also like what I would think of. And if like 2 European, like they would have to constantly switch the API mid production.
Okay, that's the first. that's like the obligatory topic out the way, right? So
Nah.
the one that's like structured. Like so now we can talk about anything now. So I wanna kick us off and say, Exu, why are you so underrated? It's like, I mean, I'm not saying I disagree with it. You're seed 8, is that right?
I am seed 6.
6. Okay, it's small for me.
It's a bit
Wait,
better.
well, what do the seeds indicate? Am I unaware of like
Seeding is it's meant to be like expectations of how good you're gonna do in this tournament. I just find it funny that like Exu is like rank 7 and there's loads of people that are outside the top 10 server top. So I find it funny. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I find it funny that Exu has got like almost as bad a seed as he has like server top rank. The top 10 guy who everyone forgets about.
There's also one point I'd like to mention. I've actually been master for longer than Levi as well.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you have. Oh, you've
As
been,
well as
you've been master for like a year and a half or 2.
Wait, if Exu is seed 6, that's not that bad, is it?
Well, Mikayla is higher seed than me, as well as Melinda.
And they're both over rank 20.
Yeah, but so like, I wouldn't go for point ranks like at all. I think that's
No, but it's wrong though. Compared
Yeah,
to the map, like it's gonna be who's most consistent on most maps in 10 minutes.
no, yeah, I agree with that sentiment, 100%. Actually, but you can finish. But yeah,
Yeah, there's nothing more to that. Right
Well,
now.
I think it's based on how it's not. I don't think the seeds are based on the idea of like how good a run will someone put down in 10 minutes. I think it's based on how good are these people at either maps in general or the specific maps in the map pool.
Not specific in the map pool, because no one knew the map pool before the seedings.
Okay. Well, I think it's just like based on our information, like our knowledge of like how good surfers are based on, the format of surf that we do, which is like, unlimited time to put down as good an optimized run as possible. So I don't think, because we're just, if we said something like, MBN's really consistent and he's going to put down decent runs really quickly, I think we'd just be guessing based on like, it'd just be speculation. So I think it's good to just base it on like who can hit the most optimized world records. And if that's the idea, I think these seedings are quite close to correct.
almost. I would say I would favor. I don't know why we would in this map pool currently. I mean, so we're saying the seeding came before the map pool, so I guess it makes sense, right? But given the map pool now, I think favoring Mikayla. No, Mikayla's fine. Melinda and like Levi above people like Exu and probably even Green Void is like it's a bit of like an odd choice, I think, because like a lot of these maps seem to be like not strictly Unity, and that's gonna like be pretty rough for like the low sense like Unity guys, right? They don't have a lot.
I'm not so sure because Melinda's actually got good diversity. And I don't know about Mikayla's diversity in terms of like hitting top 10s and stuff, but he's got like almost 100% completion, so he's certainly capable of doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I stopped. I didn't want to put Mikayla in the same group because I realized he's got like a lot of percent completion. But like the reason why someone like Green Void could pull ahead in the other tournaments because he just has like a lot of map diversity. He's just seems like a consistent surfer that can put down like a run on most maps.
Right. Which is I think that's kind of interesting to me because I think these tournaments, because of the ban system where you like ban and pick maps and ban and obviously you're going to ban the maps that someone's good at, so no one's going to play year 3000 against Levi. So I think this format kind of leans to being good at the worst maps for you in this in the tourney. So for example, if you're Levi, you should be practicing all of the maps which are like the opposite of your skill set, because those are the ones that no one's going to ban for you.
Yeah, to some extent at the very least.
Well, yes. Also, I actually forgot to mention something about the tournament. That is, the pick ban system is very, very different in compared to
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Truck's tournament, Surf's Up, how it worked was that you banned 2 maps, pick one out of the entire map pool, and for the tiebreaker, I believe it was I believe it was four or five maps. Oh, no, 3 or 5 maps. They were picked automatically by a generator. They were in the map pool, mind you. And then you would do another you would do another ban phase until like the last map was selected.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be. I think you said this. It's gonna be 7 randomly picked maps from the map pool. Out of those, you get to ban 1 map each, so there's 5 maps left, and then you each choose a map to play, and both of those maps are gonna be played. If they both win their map pick, it's gonna come down to the 3 remaining maps, and they're both gonna ban one, and then the map that's left is gonna be played. That's how it is.
Yeah, that is how it's gonna work for this tournament. And I think that's, though it's randomness, I think it's honestly like way better because one, if you're gonna be playing in the tournament, you're gonna be practicing the most maps anyway. So you're gonna be prepared for because the thing is that like though imagine like you have a game plan against a player and you have, okay, I'm gonna play this map against him, right? Well, in theory, you might not even get to play that map at all because it was never picked in
Right. In the random pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So I think this tournament like is definitely leaning towards the people who are the best at learning maps.
Yeah, certainly.
In-
Which is why Green Void did so well last time.
Indeed. And I think I personally want to kind of go back on the serve side. I really wish I did better against Cushy, but I am not gonna lie, I got overwhelmed by the pressure. I really did get nervous at the very
Are you
last.
not good with pressure?
It really depends. If it's a lot of pressure, then no. But
Do you know anyone else who's not very good with pressure? Like, is there like a prediction that anyone else here is like bound to perform not
I
so
think-
well?
perform not so well. I don't know how well Louis will play because the thing is that I love Louis. I've known Louis since the very beginning, nearly. I've known that guy since 2015. Right? That was when I like started surfing on Horizon. I noticed like he's great with like older maps and very gimmicky stuff for sure. But I don't know how well he's going to do under pressure. But I think he might do fine. But I think the added stress of it being a tournament and there's people watching might bring like a whole different level of pressure to it.
Certainly
Because I
could be.
think
Go ahead.
because one, he has done Surf Y World. How long is that map again?
Like, is it like 5 minutes or 3 minutes?
It is a 4-minute long map. 4 minutes, being able to handle pressure like that and consistency. That's very impressive.
Yeah, it
And
certainly
he is like he could do stuff for sure. Like that's
He's hit that
the thing. I
record
don't
like
think-
loads of times, hasn't he, as well?
Yeah, he has. So he has definitely like the skill set, right? As in terms of handling pressure for sure when it comes to consistency.
Right.
When you're going for world records, I'd say. But I think what will happen is that he might tremble under the pressure of just people
Well,
are watching.
Unfortunately, with Louis, I mean, it almost unfortunately barely matters because even if he plays well or poorly, it feels like he's got a really tough chance against Levi, of course.
Yes, because oh yeah, if you don't know, with this bracket, the bracket is public right now. Louis, his first matchup is against Levi.
Yeah, just so you know, I've got the bracket on screen right now, so anyone who's watching can see it. I'm not going to put gameplay over the top of this. It's fine to just have this.
This that's going to be the bracket for the entire tournament, pretty much. And we can obviously score our predictions of who's going to win what. Really,
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
Maybe
like, go
we
match
should.
by match and make predictions.
match making like the surf's upside down pick'em challenge. All right, here we go.
Oh, I think I know how I can do that. This is silly. But yeah, I can do that. I feel like we can move on to something else before we do that though. So there's no one else that we think. So we don't know anything about how well other people are under pressure. I feel like someone like Melinda is going to be really calm for it. I think Mikayla's really calm for it. He's like a really good comp player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mikayla is a very. He's also just a very humble person.
Right.
He's very good at it, but I think I have seen him get nervous on corruption. But then again, that makes sense.
No,
Woodard doesn't feel nerves.
No, he doesn't. But also Mikayla, he failed last ramp, like really closely in corruption, and there was no break. Second after he was running again, and he was calm. It's insane.
Wow. Yeah, I'd have to like take a nap or something before I could surf again if that happened to me. I'd be so mad.
He just straight off did it again and got like 1.5 minutes into the map, just after failing. And
Right.
that's
That is very good.
How do you think you're gonna do with nerves, Cymex?
I mean, sometimes I surf and I'm just too lazy, and that's what makes me bad at something. So when nerves come on, I kind of focus more. That's what I did with Devil. Just when I started getting spectators, and then I wanted to like prove myself, and then kind of focused up. That's what got me the record. So I don't know, but if it's like a lot of people, yeah, I'm probably gonna be nervous as shit. I don't know.
Yeah, that is the thing with Surf's Up. It also hit the record for like the most viewed surf stream ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're competing, Cymex, are you gonna be watching the stream? Like, I feel like if you're competing, you should like be doing everything you can to avoid it. There's always like past broadcasts for you to catch up afterwards.
I'm gonna be watching until it's my match.
I think the worst thing I possibly did was then when I saw Truck go live for Surf's Up. I already like literally like 10 minutes into the stream, there was like 800 people watching. That was like wait, and it kept going up, and then like about when the tournament was about to start, it was at 1,500. It was like oh no.
Did it make you feel a lot of pressure? Could you imagine like hitting like some crazy choke or like some like obvious like you had like some obvious like finish on a run and you just like hit this mad fail in front of so many people?
Yeah, I to kind of explain like how I was throughout the tournament. I was generally nervous, but like it was kind of like it's really hard to explain because I was nervous, obviously, but I was like focused at the same time to pull off the best run as I possibly could. I think more or less like later on maps is where like you really start to get nervous because you obviously don't have a lot of time, and if you're under the pressure, you need to pull off a better run. That's it's tough.
Do you? Have you played much comp in TF2?
Have I played a lot of competitive in TF2?
I mean, I know you've played competitive, but have you played much like high stakes stuff? Has there ever been any money on the line? Has there ever been like high viewership or anything in games that you played?
Actually, I have, but I remember there was going to be I remember I played in a open tournament. We placed fourth. Sadly, we lost the first place match, but that match was going to get casted.
Does that make you nervous?
Not really. I wasn't really too nervous there.
See, I played
really calmly.
Yeah, I played a fair bit of comp, and I don't think I get as nervous in there as even like you hitting some world records runs sometimes, because I think it's much easier to keep the nerves under control when you've got like people to talk to, and like being in a team and stuff like that. But in the tournament like this, you're like completely alone.
Yeah.
There's no teamwork. It's only you. If you mess up in a team, you can blame your teammates, but in here, it's just all you.
No, I never blame my teammates for anything.
I do.
All right, then you're toxic. It's just I feel like one way I handle tilt personally is that if I failed, I try to never make any excuse, and I just put every blame on me.
Yeah.
As in, like, if I died, like, there must be a reason to why I died. I never, like, try to make an excuse.
I'm curious. Another detail that I don't know about just yet is how much is the prize pool?
It's 850 right now.
How much is like first place roughly then? If let's just
Five-
call it a grand because it might become a grand. As
It
in
is
most likely
65%. 65% of the money.
for the winner, 650.
Yeah.
It's hard to write.
Which I think honestly is a bit too much. I think it should be 50%, but
How much is second place?
I think what was it?
In money or in percent?
In percent.
35.
No, it can't be 35
Be.
because it would be the entirety.
Yeah, you need a
It's 20.
bronze.
I think it's I think it was like
25% makes sense.
25%, and then the rest gets 10.
Yeah.
Third place.
So imagining it's 1,000, then it's £650 for the winner, £250 for second, and £100 for third. Oh, pounds? Fuck, dollars. Oh, so bad. Dollars.
Aha!
V-Bucks. Okay.
1,000 V-Bucks for the winner. I'd take those instead of $1,000, dude. Fun fact, did you know that V-Bucks are actually worth more than the Zimbabwe dollar?
Wow. I heard that there was like what's this? Oh, total prize pool. Oh, cool. Neat. Yeah. I don't want to work out those percentages. Those are funny numbers. I think what I've got is good enough for now.
Haha, funny number.
I heard that there's a game like World of Warcraft or something, or RuneScape, where people in Venezuela were grinding the game because they can sell items for more money than they can get from like working a job or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts, isn't it? It's crazy how something like that happens. Anyone got any thoughts about anything? I've got like another thing we can start doing, but if you want to just like think about it.
I want all of us to do the pick'em challenge. All right, just for fun.
Sure. I mean, what do you
Oliver,
think?
are you here? Oliver died.
Oh, what?
He died.
Straight Papega. What do you think about like tourneys for surf in general? Would you play in one, Ollie, ever?
No, doubt it. Unlikely. Though I think tournaments are really interesting because it gives credence to a different skill set that I think is also valuable in surf and that needs to have some attention to it. And it's much better for viewing experience. So it's like a bunch of reasons for why we would want to have more of these things, right? It's great for the community and it's great for the people with the skill sets.
Who do you think's like do you think like I think we all have like an idea that people like MBN and Naughty, these people who are like up and coming and like seem to be talented, like they are probably going to do better in this format than they have been doing in like typical surf format. Like
I think they will. I personally think they will. What I did see, right, is that I don't know who Nodi's rooting for, but I know MBN is rooting for Nodi in terms of who will win. I think MBN, like he mentioned that he thinks specifically that Nodi is going to win the tournament.
What?
I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think Nodi is sadly outmatched by Ruldar by a big margin, since he's just able to, I think, give Ruldar like at least 3 more days, and he probably already has the map pulled down. And I don't know how well has Nodi been doing in terms of practice. Like, I actually haven't seen him on a lot of maps.
He's pretty good at quite a few maps. He's fortunate enough to have like Clue in the map pool as well as Interference, right?
Yeah. Tux beat Interference, actually, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
We beat it. As well, this is very important. So Cloak, which was considered a reserve map, is actually getting added into the tournament.
Which sucks.
Another map you can't do, huh?
No,
Is that what you mean?
sucks I have world record on.
Oh yeah, because yeah, it just does not go in your favor, does it?
Yeah. I haven't even completed the map.
Oh no, gotta start practicing.
I don't want to practice another fucking map.
Well, okay, so this is what you gotta do, right? You're in a tournament. You gotta practice. You gotta put in effort.
Yeah, but it just sucks that another map is getting it because that's
Well,
would there be any point in practicing a map that you're 100% sure you can't beat another person in?
you can turn that around for sure. The thing is that I firmly believe if you put effort into something, you can literally just become better at someone. Better at.
Maybe, but maybe
just-
I'll put in like for me to get a really good run on cloak. It's gonna take me a long time, and I'm gonna put in the time. But then there's like 15 other maps, right? So
So that
I
makes
can't.
go on.
So I can't just put all my time into one map to get better at them. Like I should kind of put some maps aside that I think wouldn't be worth practicing.
Yeah, that's the correct take, I think. Even if you could like potentially put enough effort into a map to be better than someone, you don't really have the time to do that right now. So like if there's a couple maps that you know for sure you won't be able to beat someone in,
I think.
you should not spend any time on them
I
at all.
I think that's honestly well, okay. I have something to say about that because I spent 2 days grinding out Surf Summit against Beetle to try to like become better at the map than him. And I got rank 2 in 2 days. Right?
That's 2 days I don't have.
That's 2 days you don't have. Well, the thing is that even though like some people are better than other things than others, like if I could do it, I strongly believe you can as well, Cymex.
Yeah,
okay?
but I don't have the 2 days. Maybe I could do it in 2 days, but I don't have the time for that at all. It's like
Well,
this.
you can divide the time between those 2 days. Listen, you could grind like one map and then move on to some of the other maps for the rest.
It's not. It's long from worth it because it's gonna be 7 randomly picked maps. So that's not even. It's like a third. No wait, it's like half the chance of it being even in the pool, and then he could just ban it. Like it's just such a low chance of me actually getting the maps I want that it's not worth for me to grind the maps really hard.
Yeah, it's like
Well, but then again, how many maps do you have on your ban list?
8.
That's not good. I will tell you right now, I only have like for now, I only have 2.
Mm. But you, yeah.
And those are like the 2 those are like maps I straight up will not be able to like get better at because it is just far beyond me at this point. As like I truly like submit to those maps. I cannot get better at them, sadly. I wish I could. I wish if I just put more effort into them that I would get better. But I've like tried them so many times and I'm not able to like get better and get into the top 10 or try to get like close to record. I just not as good as some other people on those 2 maps, sadly. But I wish I was.
Anyone want to do the pick'em? How can we do that?
Well, I mean, we could just go through it. Like, I've got it on my screen now, and we can all see it the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And I took a snip of it, and I can write over the top of it, so I can just write names in the next section, right? And then tick the boxes for people who win. Should be simple enough to do.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Who wants to give their opinion? Who wants to do the pick'em challenge first?
I'd like to.
All right, Timex.
I thought we were gonna do more like a because I mean I've only got one sheet basically, but I mean, wouldn't you? So, don't you think it's better to like try and have like an agreed like merge all our opinions together to have like a better prediction?
No. I think it's way more interesting personally if you if you see like each perspective.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, what I can do then is because there's 4 of us, all I'll do is, I'll write down like an initial of the player, and
yeah.
so So in order of this voice channel, it's going to be Xu's and then Ollie's and then mine and then Cymex. This is terrible. And my handwriting is terrible with my mouse. So what I'll do is in each box, if Ruldar wins, or no, sorry, if Xu picks at Ruldar, it'll be R/, and if Ollie R/R/R/R/ if we all pick Ruldar for the first one. That's how it'll work.
Can you just do the seedings number for each player?
Yeah, that's actually way better actually, because that stops me from having to do like NE
honestly,
or MA.
I think what we should do, right? We should have like honestly, this is what we should do, Orson. At the initials of the, I don't know how.
We don't need initials now, though.
No, but like what I think, right, is that what if I was like the color blue, and then I pick Ruldar, and then in the bracket you could edit like a blue.
I've only got 3 pens on this, like.
Let's just do the symbol one.
Okay, let's do the simple one then.
Screw it, I'll do it all on the red. It's fine. Okay. Xu, do you want to go first then? Ruldar versus Naughty, what do you think?
Cybex said he wanted to go first.
No, we can just do the number, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go from you.
For me?
Yeah, because you did number 1.
Alright, sure. Alright, so personally, for the first match, I love Nodi, but I think Ruldar will win pretty convincingly for the first matchup. I just think Ruldar's map pool is wider, and I think he has already the not being able to feel nerves against Nodi.
Ollie, what do you think?
Ruler's amazing. I think he's taking this one.
Uncontroversial opinion. I actually think Naughty is really good in this format, but Ruldar has just been smashing everything recently. It's a Ruldar for me.
It's a Ruldar for me as well.
Yeah, let's not lie. We all love Naughty.
Yeah,
we love Naughty.
I love
Naughty. Sorry,
Naughty. He's such a nice guy. I'm actually really sad that he got matched up against Ruldar. But then again, seedings are seedings. It was actually bound to happen.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for the lower seeded people to have to go up against really good surface straight away. Anyway, okay, second match, Draft versus MBN. Lexi, what are your thoughts?
Now, controversial opinion here. I think Draft is gonna win. I'm gonna say that Draft is gonna come out on top.
Okay.
Any reason why, or?
I think he just straight up is going to be better in this format than MBN. I think he just also has the experience.
Okay.
More than MBN for sure. And I think that a lot of people actually said that Draft's performance at Surf's Up was a fluke. I strongly disagree. I think he actually fucking smashed it.
Okay. Ollie, what do you think?
I actually agree with the say controversial take, which is I think MBN is really quick and he's really unitsy, and he is, I think, even quicker than most people to put down a run. But I think Draft has a wider map pool, and I think Draft is more consistent. When I notice whenever I watch Draft stream, he'll put down a bunch of runs on the map before getting the run he wants, which is the outlier in terms of how you go for runs usually. I think Draft is gonna have an advantage in this format.
Okay. I have a completely different take. I come to similar conclusions. I think it's a balanced-ish match, but I am certainly in favor of MBN. I feel like MBN's a bit of a superstar, and I feel like Draft is quite demotivated and Draft's going to be playing on significantly high. Oh well, not significantly higher ping. I think. I feel like MBN is just going to be able to put down quicker times in a short amount of time, and since the maps have been released, I feel like MBN's been doing a lot better in the tops than a lot of people, to be honest. So MBN for me.
We don't need to get Cybex's take. He chooses MBN. All right.
No. Let me just say. Yeah, I'm gonna choose MBN because he's just insane on all maps, but he also he's actually practicing. He got top 10s on half of the map pool in 1 day.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This is what I'm basing my opinion on
I
as
already
well. He's a
I also
superstar.
did that. I also did that as well, but I'm not getting into
But no one
that.
listens. No one cares about Exu. Like
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
if we see Exu in the top 10 recent records, we just
Like
go to the next page.
that is like not good because it's me, right? Like for what reason though? Like who cares? It's me.
I guess MVN might have a more like diverse map pool than I thought.
he is insane.
Wait, are you allowed to change your take in light of new information?
yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm actually so like if he's more diverse than I thought he was.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at this map pool again.
Can I erase?
Because draft is low sense, okay, and this map pool is gimmick.
Are you going with MBN now then, or are you sticking with draft? Ooh, are you looking at stats or something? Are you looking at tops?
No, wait, I'm not in game. I'm looking at them. I was looking at the map pool. I think I'm gonna switch to MBN. Because
Okay.
I was on the edge, but I don't know.
Well, I lone wolf, but then again, it happens. I'm just playing
Exu
with
with
a
a
water
controversial
bottle.
take. We're all going Normieville. Okay.
No, really.
So match 3 is Melinda and Shuffle.
Okay, let's get this
Go
out
ahead,
of the
Exu.
way first. This is just like okay. We already know the winner. Basically, it only depends on one thing though. What maps get randomly selected. That is what I personally think. Because if there's more gimmick maps, I am very sure that Shuffle is going to win. If there's more units of maps, then Melinda wins. I honestly like can't put a finger on because like this one is like so up in the air. Because I think Shuffle can actually win if he gets the maps that he wants. But then again, if he doesn't, then Melinda automatically wins for me.
So
But you know, I'm gonna take with the I'm actually gonna stick with the probably like the more popular opinion here and say Melinda is going to win.
Okay.
Ollie.
Ollie.
I think I agree with it. There seems to be like a when I'm looking at these maps, I think more than 50% of them favor Melinda. So I'm gonna go with them.
Okay, let me. Okay, I was in draft stream a few days ago, and I said, just for fun, I said, Shuffle's gonna pull off an upset and beat Melinda and Mikayla. And I think everyone's sleeping on Shuffle. I think he's got a bunch of world records. He's a great player, and Melinda hasn't really hit many, if any, world records recently, apart from I think Nesquik and Hello World. But they're
Just and
newer
50
maps.
CPs and bonus.
Oh, has he
So
hit
that's-
50 CPs recently?
No, but he's just so many. I don't know how many.
Yeah, he takes CPs for fun, but we're not. You know, he also plays like for quite a few hours a day when he plays as well, as far as I've seen him. You know, the brain in me wants to say go for Melinda. It's the right choice, but I'm genuinely predicting an upset, and Shuffle is my wild card. I think he's gonna pull off upsets, so I'm going with Shuffle.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Melinda. No comment.
Yeah, that's like also one thing because I'm gonna be straight up honest. I'm 50-50 on this. I'm just choosing Melinda because I think I'm just looking at the map pool here. He probably has the most maps, but I generally do think I'm more on the same page with Orson here. With that, if he gets his maps, and I think Shuffle actually has a few maps here that he's going to be able to upset some surfers on, and I think he's going to be able to like play pretty well if he does manage to get those maps. And I think he can pull off an opposite if it goes in his favor for sure.
Okay. Match number 4 is Mikayla and Marble. Exu.
Marble.
Any reason?
No. Ollie.
No.
I
Okay.
guess
Ollie?
no comment. I'm doing Mikayla. I think Mikayla is a really solid staff, and he's got a really solid map pool.
I actually think this is really tough because I really rate both of them. I think again, Marble's a superstar in the sense of like MBN and Naughty sort of thing. And Marble can do both units and gimmick stuff. Obviously, Mikayla's been surfing a long time, has got a lot of hours put in, and has a really wide ability. So I think it's actually going to be a tough match, and I feel like in this format, I feel like they stack up quite equally, but I'm going to go with Mikayla.
I'm gonna go with Marble just because he's been preparing so much and he's really good at gimmick stuff.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Marble wins, but my pick was Mikayla. It's good. Okay, match number 5, Exu, is
Can we not talk about match number 5? Can we not talk about match?
He wants to say Louis too bad. Can we skip this?
Want to say Louis, all right? I love Louis so much. He's one of my best friends.
But he's going with Levi.
I am going with Levi, but I want him to get the upset so much. But you know what? What I will say, I hope that Louis wins one map against Levi. If he wins one map against Levi, that's a W in my book. All right.
I'm going with Levi as well.
Oh yeah, of course I'm going with Levi. It's unfortunate. I don't know how well Levi will perform in tourney format, but unfortunately, like Levi is just got a huge skill gap on even half the players in the tourney. So Levi all the way.
Yeah, I'm going with Levi just because he's super fucking confident. Whenever a map's of his gets taken, he just I'm gonna retake that, and he's like super focused and confident, and I'm gonna do that. So if he says I'm gonna win against Louis, he's gonna win against Louis.
He really does not take long to put down runs as well.
Yeah, and he's just so. Yeah, just the word confident. He's so confident. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Levi.
Okay, match number 6. Moving on from match number 5, is Green Void and Junichick. This is kind of interesting.
This is one of the most balanced matches, if you ask me, for sure.
Yeah, same with Mikayla.
But thing is that I think when it comes to the map pool, Green Void and Junie are neck and neck. Very neck and neck. But I think Green Void's gonna rule it. I think Green has just consistency. But then again, like I said, I think they're just so similar because Junie came back, right? Like a few months ago, just started hitting world record runs, like out of nowhere again. Just crazy stuff. And well, though Green Void hasn't really been hitting runs, if he that's because I think he's kind of like me, a sleeper. He doesn't really care about hitting runs, but when he does it. So yeah, I do think Green Void is going to win against Junie here.
Ollie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a bathroom break after this sake, but I think I haven't honestly followed Seth all that closely the past year. But I know the Junior Chick has been up and coming and taking a few records in the recent times.
18.
Yeah, so he's definitely really good. But there's something that I have to value, which is Green Void's performance at the last tourney. So I think Green Void has a real chance at really excelling in this format. And just because I haven't followed Junior Chick as much, I would probably have to give it to Green Void in this case.
Just a quick question: how long do you want a bathroom break for? Do you want us to wait, or do you want us to just keep going?
1 minute.
Is that 1 minute?
He said 1 minute.
Okay,
Keep going.
Sweet. So my opinion. So I think Green Void has a lot of potential in this format, obviously. And he's very consistent at multiple maps. He's always had a wide map pool, and he's good at picking up new maps. Junichick has hit some incredible world records like Surf the Distance, and a lot of them, to be honest. But unfortunately, I think Junichick grinds out his world records, and I don't think that suits his format. So I wouldn't say Green Void is necessarily a better server than Junichik. I just think he's significantly more geared for this format. So strong yes on Green Void for this one for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Green White because of his experience as well.
But
Pretty short.
Oh, that was a quick bathroom break.
hell yeah, dude. That's
Yeah.
fuck boy.
Coronavirus, didn't you want? I'm just kidding. Exus.
Hey, now we get to the funny,
Now we get to the
funny
best matches.
The funny matches.
Okay.
Right. Now, this was gonna be in favor of Cybex at the start, but now since Tux has really put his mind into it and really been practicing on, he retook interference and has been regrinding some of the maps in the map pool and has been setting some tops. I do think I'm not gonna say anything, but Tux has a wider map pool than Cymex. All right, that's just something I'm gonna put out there. But if I'm gonna be honest here, I do think still Cymex is going to win because I do think he's just gonna. I have a feeling that Cybex is going to be a clutch type of player for some reason. I feel like he's just gonna come out of nowhere at the last minute and just pull off an insane run for some reason.
Okay.
I have a feeling that he's just gonna be one of those players, and
Ollie?
I
Oh.
just think he's gonna win.
Okay, Ollie.
Ah, shit. That. So makes your map isn't that wide, is it?
No, it's not.
I'm gonna need an inside scoop here for my prediction, buddy. All right.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna
like,
lose.
you're gonna lose.
I am.
You know what? That's just another bad Cymex take. So I'm going with Cymex for this one.
Oh fuck! I think what's funny is you could probably say you could rig it with Cymex and fix a match just so that your prediction goes right by making him lose on purpose. Predict Tux here. Anyway, jokes aside. Yeah. So it is the kind of idea that Cymex is a really strong surfer, but only at certain maps. But on the flip side, Cymex, are you practicing?
No.
Yeah, I'm switching my answer.
What do you mean no?
Unironically, switch my answer to Tux. Listen, Tux is really fucking white map. If Cymex isn't practicing, there's some fucking Rick Dash.
Wait, are you memeing Cymex? What the fuck?
No, I've tried. I just can't. I just can't.
How many days are left? There's
5.
6 days.
Yes, 5. Yes,
What?
5 days.
I have 5 days, and
What do you mean you can't practice? Do you have hands?
Yeah, but my hands can't.
Oh, Ollie, it's because Cymex is dead. He can't practice from the grave.
Oh, yeah. All right. Move on to the next
fuck.
match. Wait, no, Cybex. Who do you think is gonna win?
No, it's my turn.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Jesus, X.
Jeez, X.
Listen,
All right,
I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm interrogating
apologies.
the witness. All right, Jesus.
All right, I am
Cymex.
sorry, Mr. David, and
Jeez.
you may
Okay.
now continue.
Cymex, are you gonna practice? No jokes.
Some maps, I am.
Yeah, so you're gonna do it tactically, which you should do. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ollie, do you want to switch your choice?
Fuck. What are the maps? Let me look at the maps again. I don't even know how many.
A bunch of them actually suit him.
I want
as
you
well.
to imagine me on
Tux.
intro B. Okay, I want you to laugh at that and then pick Tux.
Honestly, I feel like it's just even on some of the Unity maps, Pantheon and Interference, Tux is doing pretty good. I might just
Yeah,
go.
of course.
I think he's wider.
Okay, I'm gonna change it back to Tux. And
Thank
I
you.
don't think it's a bad call, honestly. It sounds like a wise bet, in a sense. I honestly... So, yeah, it is a straight toss-up, like I said, between Cymex being a stronger server, but only on certain maps, and the map pool favouring Tux. But I heard that Tux isn't really practicing much either, and he might be practicing now, but apparently he wasn't taking it seriously in the beginning, some people were saying. I find this really tough. I am gonna have to go with Cymix though. Another reason why is because I'm always frustrated at how quickly you put down runs when we serve together. I feel like we save lock and put down similar times, and you take like a third of the time to put the run down, and I get mad
That's because
we're going for the same thing. What?
That's because we don't play gimmick maps. We only play maps I like to surf.
Yeah, well, I like the same maps you like.
Yeah, but put me on one of these maps and watch me fail stage 2.
All right, I see what you mean. But yeah, I'm rooting for you anyway, buddy, for one round at least. Okay, Cymex, who do you think's gonna win?
Tux.
Any reason?
Yeah. I have 8 instabans, and also Tux has so many good maps in the map pool. He's really good at Exogenesis apparently. I know he can be really good at Epithet. He can complete Entropy. He has really good time on Fornax. The Interference is world record. Cloak world record. He's really good at Cloak. Pantheon rank 2. Subway I know he can do. Year 3000 he's rank 4. So the map pool is like 10 of the maps he beats me on 100%.
Well, you better get practicing, buddy.
There's no way.
Got destroyed with facts and logic.
You're the sort of person who can do really well in it. You got seed 3. You're the sort of person who can do really well in this tournament, and you're just gonna be like, oh, I don't like the maps.
Yeah, but I can't. I tried Entropy for 1.5 hours. I couldn't complete the map.
No. Wait. Were you stuck on stage 2?
Yeah.
No.
I tried Exogenesis as well. I couldn't complete it.
Wait, what tier is that, Cymix?
Huh?
What tier is that, Cymix? Just curious.
One of 3.
Okay.
It's just a style.
Okay, let's not be too mean to Cymix. Okay, Jesus. All right. So match number 8. So now that Exu's railed on Cymix, let's just think about doing it back to him. Okay, Exu, who do you think's gonna win between you and Mako?
Me.
Any reason?
Well, one because last night I played comp with Mako. He said, "Yeah, you're gonna win."
Oh, destroyed with facts and logic, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Exu picks himself.
I picked myself because I'm feeling confident I can beat Mako.
Okay. Ollie?
I think Exu has like a solid foundation. I think he's good at both units and gimmicks. I think he's a strong choice.
Okay. I haven't seen Mako do many of the maps that are kind of unitsy, and I feel like, unfortunately, as much as I want to talk bad of Exu, I think you have a really wide map pool, so I think you're geared up to do well on pretty much every single one of these maps, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to pick you, unfortunately. Pick Exu.
Talk champ.
Unfortunately.
Cymix?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Exu. He has best map pool. He's practicing. He's good on units. I love Mako, but it seems like he's really good on certain gimmick maps.
Okay.
And so I think, but just because of the map pool, Exu's gonna.
Yeah, it's a shame. I feel like Exu's really well prepared for this tournament. I feel like Mako could have done well if he was matched up against someone else, maybe.
Yeah, remember, like I said at the start of the round, I already had 6 maps in the map pool that I already knew, and 2 of them that I already knew how to surf, but I never really put a rundown.
Also, another plus for Exu is he's got that experience from the previous tournament and did well, beat Beetle and did decently against Kush, I think.
But then I don't count the Kush match. If Cushy was playing the tournament, he would win. Don't at me.
Okay. So, we've now got like different players in these brackets, but I'll tell you who yours is between. So
Yeah, we know it.
Oh, you know it? Okay.
All 4 of us knows what we picked, so we can know it ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I was thinking you just call out for the viewers, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll call it out anyways. So Exu, you have Ruldar versus Draf for... Are these quarterfinals?
These are the quarterfinals.
Yeah, quarterfinals. So for the quarterfinals, you have Ruldar versus Draf. What do you think?
as much as I would unironically root for Draft, I know, really weird. Despite the guy hates me. I'm sorry, Draft, but I would root for you here, but chances are looking kind of slim against Ruledar. So I think I'm gonna pick him. But if there were different maps in the map pool, I think Draft would smash. But I'm sadly going to say that I do think Ruledar is going to win here.
Okay.
It's kind of no questions asked. The kind of like worst no questions asked because I think it's kind of painfully obvious.
Ollie, you
I wish it
have
wasn't, though.
You have Ruledar and MBN. Ollie,
Roll down.
any reason? Any thoughts?
Roll down is it's really good. I don't know.
Just for good,
Okay.
he's really good at Fortnite.
I completely agree. I think Ruledar's been smashing everything recently, and MBN is like a talent. I think this is really a tough one to call. But another thing that I think is in the Surf's Up tournament, we saw so many upsets. So I'm kind of trying to add in upsets, which I think are likely to happen, because I don't think, because of the way the previous tournament went, it went really in an unexpected manner, and I think this tournament's going to be unexpected too. So I'm trying to find upsets, and with MBN being so talented, even though Ruledar's like extremely solid, this is gonna be one of my upsets, and I'm gonna go for MBN.
Hopefully, there's not going to be another ramp glitch.
Samix?
Yeah, I have MBN and Ruledar, right? And I'm gonna go with MBN. I think he's gonna be the upset as well.
Oh. Is that just because well, do you think it's because like who do you think's like, so without the upset you think that Ruledar's more prepared for the tourney? Or are you
No,
saying that-
MBN's 100% more prepared than
Yeah,
Ruledar.
see, that's what I wanted to fish out of you, is because we didn't know if you think that it's going to be like, I think Ruledar's more capable in this format, but you think MBN's more capable in the format.
Capable? I don't know about capable, because I think Ruledar could be more capable than MBN, but I think MBN's been practiced so much
Yeah.
that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's so prepared, he's good at the maps, and he's a great server, and he doesn't take long to put things down.
Yeah, and he's quick and consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm picking him as upset, but I think Ruledar has more tools in the bag. I think Ruledar is the favourite there, even though MBN's doing fantastically. Okay. So the second quarterfinals, XU, you have Melinda versus Marble.
Marble.
Okay, why?
I think he's just going to come out on top.
Okay.
I think this is a upset I was actually predicting for a while. I think Marbles is actually going to make it against Ruledar. I think so. My prediction.
Well, we haven't got there yet. Jesus.
No, okay, fine. I'm just gonna say Marble wins against Melinda. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, Ollie?
Well, mine is Melinda and Mikayla, right? I think Mikayla wins.
Oh yeah, sorry for not saying that. Yes, you have Melinda and Mikayla. You think Mikayla wins?
Mm-hmm.
Any reason why? Any thoughts?
I think Mikayla has a wider map pool. And
Okay.
he's more in practice nowadays.
Mine is Shuffle and Mikayla. I want to comment on Melinda versus Mikayla. If it was Melinda and Mikayla, I think you're wrong. I think that Melinda has just got like a magic. He used to have a magic consistency. I think he doesn't take very long to put down runs at all. But I've knocked Melinda out to Shuffle. So again, I think I'm planning for upsets, and I think we're sleeping on Shuffle, so I'm going to go Shuffle again.
All right.
And
Simon.
Simix, you have Melinda versus Marble.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Melinda.
Okay.
He's
Any
just
thoughts?
I think he does good under pressure, and
Mhm.
Marble is like he's really young, and
He's a
yeah,
zoomer.
no, he's to the point where I do think he's gonna get nervous. Where I don't think like Melinda has been good for so long that
Do You think the name is gonna intimidate him, basically?
Yeah, also that.
It well could. All right then. So the third quarterfinal is, well, we all have Levi versus Green Void. So Exu, what do you think?
Oh, this is one of the toughest matchups for me because of one, I think. Okay, so a lot of people consider Green Void the best surfer right now. Well, how did Green Void do against Red Sea when he was considered the best player in the world?
Really well, but then Red Sea probably would have won it without the ramp glitch.
Well, I don't care. I believe what Red Sea was gonna forehead.
I mean,
Last
Red Sea was probably in his...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding here. I do think genuinely that Green Void has a good chance here, but since Levi is so confident, I think he's just gonna head over to him and he's just gonna be able to play better.
So you're going with Levi?
Yeah, I'm going with Levi.
Okay.
But if it was Louis versus Green Void, I'd go Louis.
Oh, okay.
Louis wins the tournament if he wasn't against Levi.
Oh, you have obviously Levi and Green Void will do.
Right. I think Levi wins out on most maps, possibly. And even if not, I don't have a strong opinion. I would just say Levi, probably.
Okay. Levi and Green Void. I actually think this is going to be my favorite match if it happens. Like, most interesting to watch. And I'm going to go with Levi. I mean, I've stated, I think Levi's one of the strongest surfers in all of surf right now, and Green Void has got proven ability in this format. But I just think it's going to go Levi's way on that one. Cymex?
Yeah, Levi's been practicing a lot, like MBN a lot, and he's gotten like between rank 2s and even a rank 1 in the pool. Between rank 2s and rank 5s all around, so he's gonna win.
Okay. So for the last quarterfinal match, Exu, you have Cymex and yourself.
Oh,
I win. I'm gonna say it. All right. I'm confident going against you. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, fuck. Oh, snap. Big words.
I support that.
I support. Wait, I support that decision. Was that what you just said?
Yeah, I think that's the most realistic. I guess. Yeah, I think. I do actually think that.
Okay, Ollie. You have Tux and Exu.
He fell asleep.
I feel like you. Yeah, I was imagining you having your mouth open for like 30 seconds there.
No, I was like looking at it. I was like, I don't know how to like approach that. Fuck. Damn.
The thing is, I think what you're thinking, right, is that we're the same as we have a wide map pool, but like I'm more focused on gimmicks and he's more focused on units. And
Yeah.
that like kind of like goes against each other. But we're both we're both good at this, like the other thing.
I mean, if that's true, then I would just go with the idea that Exu's rank 7 and has got like 8,000 hours or something.
At 5K, but
seems like something that is.
Wait, how much are you practicing actually?
Now I took a 2-day break because I did half of the map pool in 1 day, so I was fucking tired of shit. But I'm going back to grinding every single map that I possibly can today.
Yeah, fuck it. You take it then. Take it home, buddy.
Yeah, take it home. Okay. Okay, so I have a great matchup between Exu and Cymex, and so Exu is certainly more prepared in the map pool than Cymex. I think Cymex is clearly better on units, even though Exu is good on units, and I think Cymex.
I think that's pretty obvious.
I think you take about the same amount of time to put runs down. Like, I want to underrate you and Exu, but I think you do put runs down quickly too. However, you're gonna remember me saying this, and this is going to happen. I mark my words. You're gonna play Cymex in this round, and you're gonna choke, and Cymex is gonna beat you, even though Cymex isn't gonna be prepared on like at least one of the maps.
You know what? That's gonna happen. Talk, champ.
You're gonna regret that decision, Austin.
I'm gonna fuck it. I am going to choke so hard, right? I'm gonna choke so hard.
Well, I feel like Exu's like confident now after his first tourney. Like I feel like you weren't very confident in the first one, and I think you're setting yourself up with like some sort of expectation of doing well now, and I think it's gonna bite you, and you're gonna remember that I said this.
No,
and
but you're
gonna choke.
But I am.
You're gonna overcome with nerves.
Okay, Orson. I'm gonna reveal basically what my.
He's gonna choke. I'm sorry. Go on. Go ahead.
I have one goal in mind, right? If I reach the semis, I'm gonna be so fucking happy. I don't care what else happens in the semis at all. If I get knocked out, I don't give a shit. If I lose the grand finals,
listen,
I don't
buddy. Listen. You're not gonna make the semis, okay?
Wow. All right.
It's so funny because like Austin has had so many. If you'd been here watching with us, right? And we were watching like random shit online the past like 2 days. Austin has had like double-digit wrong takes out of like the same digit takes in total.
Yeah,
all right,
really
every
bad.
take has just been like completely off, fucking, and we're talking like 50-50 chance, right? It's fucking.
Yeah, which is why I'm redeeming myself with this hella take, right? I'm predicting that this match will happen, and Cymex won't be prepared as much as Exu. Like, everyone will be like, oh, Cymex is fucked for the maps, and Exu's gonna bottle it in front of at least 500 people. That is my take. It's gonna happen.
Well, I'm gonna be playing. I'm just, you know what? I might choke, but I'm gonna make that choke not as severe as you think.
Okay. Anyway, Cymex. Yeah, your turn to follow whatever that was.
Just first off, about choking. If X was gonna choke shit, you're talking to the choke master. 26 chokes on Devil here.
And this is see, Cymex is so humble, unlike Exu. Like Exu's bigging himself up for this. Cymex has no expectation.
Okay.
Cymex is ready to lose every match that he plays, just like Green Void.
Okay, listen here. Did you choke Devil Stage 4 24 times?
No, 26 times I choked stage 4.
Oh my god, I feel bad for you.
And Jesus. I choked last ramp 3 or 4 times.
I'm actually hurting on the inside.
Yeah, I'm hurting as well.
I think it's rough to say that you expect one shot.
I feel rough for him, man. Why the map gotta do him like that?
I feel like it's like
10 chokes on stage 5 West. Also, corruption second last CP 15 times. Like, I grind my maps as fucking hard as possible, and it's gonna take me, like, I always take so many days to get my runs down. Elite 2 took me 4 days, okay? There's no way I'm gonna hit any fucking run in 10 minutes, okay? Just putting it up.
Well,
false.
Let's be...
Okay, so you're going with wait, you chose Tux versus Exu.
Yeah, I was just following up what you three were saying.
Oh, sorry, yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah, what do you think?
We're still memeing on Exu, basically, then, aren't we? Like,
I think X was gonna win against Tux.
I will honestly say this, Tux might actually win against me if the maps go in his favor.
Yeah, do you think Tux have a big chance when it comes to some of the maps?
Yeah, I do think, unironically, if he gets some of the maps, I think he actually might beat me.
He could actually have a chance, but I'm still going to go with X because I do think he has just the edge on Tux. Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, you can't see what I'm seeing right now. But it's funny because we all have split decisions on both of the semi-finals for everything apart from Levi. We all have picked Levi. Okay, so the first semi-final, Exu, you have... I'm going to make this larger now. Hold on. You have number 1 versus number 12. So you have Ruldar versus Marble.
Oh.
Alright. This is where Marble's run comes to an end. He gets by Ruldar. But
okay.
Can I say something now? Mm-hmm. I think Marble is going to take 3rd place in this tournament.
Well, you don't... What? Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, we could have talked about that when we're talking about the bronze match. Exu.
Yeah, we are gonna
God damn it.
You can, cut it out.
He's like,
editing
no, I'm not cutting that out. Listen, I'm not doing like 15 minutes of editing just because you can't have any patience. Jesus Christ. Holy moly. Okay. You don't even get to comment anymore. You've lost your privileges. Ollie.
Okay,
You
Fortnite.
have Ruldar and Mikayla. Who do you think is gonna win?
I think Roller's crazy. I'd go with him.
You sounded like really depressed when you were saying that.
I am in a very deep state of hunger, sleep deprivation, and done dealing with extra shit. So we can move on.
Sorry.
Okay. So I have MBN and Shuffle, which is quite an odd semi-final for this bracket. But I'm gonna go with MBN for the same reasons stated earlier, and Shuffle was an upset from the previous matches. I feel like MBN is more equipped than Shuffle by a significant margin for this tourney.
Fucking conjecture.
Okay, Cymex, you have MBN and Melinda.
And I'm gonna go with MBN.
Okay.
He's
Any
just
thoughts?
so prepared and quick and confident. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Okay.
MBN.
Yeah.
Like he's so. Can I just put this? He's so confident. The other day I was speaking to him about he was getting rank 5 on air control, and like a minute after he said, "I'm gonna take the world record on air control. It shouldn't be too hard." Like that's how confident he is, and he can do it. I'm gonna go with MBN.
But then Levi didn't spend much time on that world record either, even though the time's just nuts now. Okay. Okay, so the other semi-final, we all have Levi, but Exu, you have Levi versus yourself.
This is where I drop out, boys. Your shift is now. My shift is over. I can rest now.
Okay.
And Levi wins.
Ollie?
Levi takes it.
Okay, I tried to think, right, because I didn't want it to be just like we're just non-stop like saying Levi wins everything and we're kind of split on Ruldar's ability. But when I have Levi versus Cymex, I'd be ridiculous to say Cymex, I'm sorry. It's Levi.
Wait, did you say I was gonna lose against Cybex?
Yeah, I told you you're gonna choke. Have you forgotten already? You won't forget on the day.
No. I thought you said I was gonna win, but I'm gonna choke one map. That's
No, you're not gonna choke one map. You're gonna choke the series.
Wow. Okay.
You're gonna have one free map. You're gonna have one map where Cymex outplays you. Then you're gonna have one map which is in your favor, but Cymex has practiced it, and you're gonna bottle it.
Oh, jeez.
Well, okay. I'm gonna literally practice every single map in the map pool.
Okay. I
I'm
mean,
actually
I'm happy to be wrong, but you'll remember what I said. Okay. Cymex, you have Levi and Exu.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Levi. Yeah,
Fair enough. Honestly, I don't expect myself to beat Levi if I make it to the semis.
Yeah, he's just so nuts. I just think he's on next level when it comes to all surfers.
Can we just appreciate how Orson is psychologically rigging the match by putting even more pressure on Exu just for the upset?
Yeah, you actually are. Can you not? Can you fill me up with confidence instead?
Okay. Okay, moving on. I need to figure out who's the bronze matches for everything. So how do I do this?
Just the one we didn't choose.
Yeah, I figured. I'm just making sure I'm not writing anything wrong. So it's 12, 5, 13, 4. And for the other one, 6, 6, 3, 6, because we all picked Levi. we've all predicted Levi does not lose a match right now. Okay, we're gonna do, so before we do the final, we're gonna do the bronze match. Exu, you have rank 12,
Marble.
which yes is marble, and yourself in the bronze match. Who do you think is gonna take home that $100?
I think up and coming Zoomer Mr. Marble wins against me.
Okay.
I predicted he was gonna take third place, and if he loses against Mikayla, then I'm big disappointed.
Okay, Ollie, you have Mikayla and Exu.
Wake up!
Is he dead?
I'll hunt you down. I think I lost my train of thought. Which is I had one thought for that whole train of thoughts, and I lost it.
Good job.
I guess we're just going Exu then. Fuck it.
Okay.
Sound like a cop out.
You think? Wait, you think Exu's gonna beat Mikayla? Okay, sure, fair enough. If that's what you think. Okay, I have 13, which is Shuffle and Cymex. This is an interesting one.
Oh wait, you have me. Oh shit. Okay.
I don't have a clue, so I'm rooting for you, buddy. I'm gonna give you the third place. That's my prediction. You go away with $100, Cymex. I'm looking forward
That's my
to it.
seating, dude. That's my seating. That's my third. It's my fucking seating. That's how fucking dumb the seating is.
Well, I think that. See, I think it's right. I think you're gonna get third place, my dude.
Wow. Thank you for boosting the guy that has like the lowest chance to determine it. Talk, Chan.
I'm not biased at all. But I didn't know what Exu said. But we're moving on. So
yeah.
I'm sorry, Exu.
Biased.
Okay. So finals. Exu, you have Ruldar versus
Wait,
Levi.
what? Wait. Didn't I have a bronze match?
Shit! Wait, what? What am I doing here? Oh, that's why. It's because I've got 12 here, and I thought it said 1, 2. Okay. Sorry, you have a bronze match. Yours is 4v6, which is Melinda versus Exu.
Oh.
I'm just gonna write the number 4 down before you even say anything, which is Melinda.
What? Melinda Exu. I think that's gonna be a really close match. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the closest match of them all. Maybe not compared to the finals. Like those two, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna root for Exu.
Oh,
yeah,
I have to use my eraser. Jeez.
Go Exu.
Exu.
Thanks, bud.
No problem.
Okay, so Ollie and Cymex think Exu is going to walk away with $100. Exu thinks Marble's going to take it, and I think Cymex is going to take it. Okay, the finals. Exu, you have a standard, the expected Ruldar versus Levi.
This is by far this is like a dream final for most people. Let's not lie.
Yeah. True.
This is gonna be the best surf final ever, basically. But I am going to say that the Dar takes it, and he's gonna win.
Who?
The what?
The Dar.
Oh,
Ruldar.
the Ruldar. Okay.
Oh no, Dar.
So you're going with Seed 1. That's interesting. Okay.
No. I genuinely believe that Ruldar was like when I thought Ruldar is gonna play. Okay, that's the winner right there. And Levi, he might compete, but I think he's gonna lose against Ruldar.
Right.
I didn't even know the seeding. I just Ruldar versus Levi grand final, basically.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Ruldar's fantastic. Okay, Oliver, Ruldar versus Levi for your final.
I think it's tough. But I think Levi's gonna plug out, boys.
Pogs out.
Pogs out.
Does.
Okay, so me and Samex have got MBN versus Levi, and I think it's a tough one. MBN might be more practiced, but I think MBN is more susceptible to choking under the pressure. I think.
Yeah,
Levi's...
I think the pressure actually that's a really good point, really, because I think when this is one thing that I actually noticed, right, is that when underdogs make it far, some are susceptible to realizing how far they've made it in the tournament, right? Some are susceptible to that, but most aren't. And I think that's where like MBN might potentially fit in, is that he just is realized that he just like pulled off one of the biggest upsets in the entire tournament, and now everyone has its eyes on him to win the entire thing.
Yeah. So.
And I think at that point he might start to feel pressure, like the serious pressure of like, am I gonna do good? Am I actually gonna be able to finish a decent run here? Like, am I gonna choke? Better not fail. Stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the pressure's going to be high for both of them, and I think at least without any extra knowledge on MBN's background, I think Levi is more capable of dealing with the pressure, even though I wouldn't say they're similarly talented, because Levi's probably got the edge, even though MBN's fantastic too. I think MBN's susceptible to the pressure, and this is where he goes out. He gets second place, in my opinion. Levi wins. Timex?
Levi won Fortnite. I do think the Dart takes it.
Oh, wait, there's a way.
Yeah, you have MBN and Levi, just like me.
Yeah. Okay, just so you know, while I said MBN has practiced a lot, he has, but Levi has practiced even more. Okay, so he's like maybe the best. He's probably the best unit surfer in the tourney. He's got a really good map pool, and he's practiced the most. He has the like overall, I think he has the most tops of all on the whole map pool. He just has all the facts with him, the map pool, and he's just the best surfer, and he's gonna win.
Yeah, so pretty heavily weighted to Levi winning then. So we've only got one Ruldar win from Exu. If I had Ruldar in the final instead of it, so if MBN loses, like chokes it straight away, it completely changes for me, and I think Ruldar gets the final, and I think Ruldar beats Levi if it's a Ruldar-Levi matchup. But
bad take, terrible take. We'll see when the final comes, and all my predictions are correct, and it'll be rolled by Levi, and Levi takes it.
I don't give a fuck about my predictions. There's only one prediction that counts to me.
Remember, remember, guys, this is for fun. Woo! Fun rocks.
And a significant amount of money, I suppose.
Oh yeah, there's some money. Who cares about that? I just want to see gaming.
Okay, good take, I suppose. Okay.
Well, would you look at that?
I want to see gaming. Yeah, I'm the person like.
Fucking.
I'm one of the people competing. Okay.
Never mind. Lish.
Epic Fortnite.
Well, that was a longer segment than I thought it would be.
How long was that?
I don't even know, but we're on like an hour and 20 minutes ish, I think.
I think it's more than that, right?
No, it's an hour and 32, but we had 10 minutes of unrecordable.
Damn.
Unrecordable.
Maybe you should just upload that as one podcast.
I think honestly, that's honestly a good way to wrap it up. Just, I think Roldar's gonna win. Who do you think is gonna win? Oliver, you said Levi, right?
Yeah.
Orson said Levi as well, and oh yeah, Cybex said Levi as well. I think.
So we all said Levi except.
Yeah, I think the Dart takes it.
What if Calf was in it? Would anyone's opinion change? Do you think if Calf was in it, Calf might win?
This is one thing. Calf, very nervy. He actually does feel.
Oh, he was really unhappy about playing against Cincer on Tronic. Isn't that right? Is that what happened?
No, Nim.
Oh, Nim. Yeah,
But then, if you didn't know, like before Cincer, right? Nim was the god of Tronic.
Well, I don't think he was ever the god of Tronic. I think he just took it.
No, he was. He was the god of Tronic before Cincer, basically.
How long ago?
Also after Cincer, I don't know. Austin, have you seen Nim beat?
They went
Cincer
back and forth with an Otter beat it as well, right?
Yeah.
But I think Nim is still able to beat Tronic. Well, if you ask me, right? Like Nim was basically the god of Tronic before like Sinsa came back and took it.
I'm gonna go to it. Be right back.
Yeah, I might just wrap it up anyways. So, yeah, I guess that's it really. It's been so. Thank you again, Danish people, for coming. Smash
Danish
that
gamer.
motherfucking like button, you know, as Ollie did last time, and I guess.
Yo, guys, turn on notifications to get epic gamer reminders of when Ankle CS uploads a new video onto the. Share this with your friends at your local Discord server, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Straight to Win podcast, where maybe like some dude named X is going to be in it. I don't know.
I think the most important thing to do, like, the thing that actually matters is actually like shout out Caf's Twitch, which I shall do in a second. I'm just bringing it up so there's a visual to it as well. As it loads, I've got terrible internet, bear with it. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's being streamed on Caf's Twitch, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so that's twitch.tv/Caffrey, Caffrey, and the link's going to be in the description, and you can see this Twitch channel here. So this is going to be streamed on, it's this Saturday and Sunday, right?
And June 7th.
June 6th and June 7th. Do we know what time it starts?
Yes, 11 a.m. CET on June 6th and 1 p.m. CET for
Is that
June
Central
7th.
US time?
No, CET.
Central Europe
European.
time. Yeah,
Central
the
European
Danish time. Is that what time you guys have?
Yeah, as well as Germany, as well as other countries, as well as Norway, as well as Sweden.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so go watch it. Go follow this Twitch channel and watch it on the weekend. Great. Okay, thanks for everyone for watching, and thanks for everyone participating. And remember that X is going to choke when I said he's going to choke. Okay, peace.